Yo, yo, yo. It's your guy, Azariah, and we're here with some more Astronarch. It's been a little bit. Also, I can't really see too well. So let's hop right into this. What do we got to start with? A pretty nice, easy dive right into Corruption 20. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing well. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We have good bossing as well. It's a good start. I have refallen back into idle games and how addictive they are. Particularly, I've been playing Melvor Idle, which is a RuneScape idle game. But I have been you just kind of like go on the Google Play Store or whatever the iPad or iPhone thing is, and then you kind of just search idle games, and my god, okay. Welcome back, Astronarch. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, you know, just giving me these nice little items. Yo, it would have been so cool if we could have duplicated the ancient item, but sometimes the game taketh away. Yo, I'm so excited for next week. So, we're gonna be doing probably more Last Epoch this weekend, because I kind of want to play that game some more. But thankfully, with all this fun stuff... Hello? Yeah, let's do this like weird codex build on you. But thankfully, there's all sorts of these other... I've received an upgrade item. No, bugger off. All these other games in the middle. That, like, because I think I could definitely burn myself off on that game, like, real quickly. It's good. Which is, but I should have, should I have kept him over here? This is gonna be close, I think. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. But, that game's real good. But I'm just excited. Tomorrow, we're gonna be doing some monster train. Don't jump. Oh. That was close. Because the DLC is coming out tomorrow. I think it's the last Divinity DLC. And I'm like, it's been a while since I've actually played that game. Let's go down. We streamed it once. Which was, I don't know, a little, just because I was kind of feeling it. I also thought I was in the beta. And turns out the beta was closed at that time. So I didn't actually get to play the new race. So the entire new race is being added. A starting race to choose. Or starting race. So I'm pretty hyped for that. Monster Train's real good. But just like I do with all other games, I let myself play it too much too quickly. And it just, is that a problem thing people have pretty often? To be honest, I don't know if it's just how I end up playing. I mean, I do the same thing with shows. So I definitely know it's like my own problem. But I'm sure other people binge games and then are like, well, that was fun. Time to move on. Also, I browse on the daily. We'll do this again. The new and trending. Just to see if there's a new interesting game out there. I think that kind of, maybe I'm too caught up in the enjoyment of games I had in my youth where you could just kind of play. I'm so picky nowadays. I'm so entrenched in my own garbage. I'll just play whatever's on my mind. Kind of not getting the best items here. Like, okay. That's a bit of a lie. Our druid is like magnificent. Look at this guy. with the Requiem, and Ancient Codex for self-healing, and then I think Saint's Vow would probably be better here. But we can't be too greedy. That would be oh, don't do it. But I wouldn't complain. Oh, these items really are just garbage. Really wouldn't complain about getting a Saint's Vow. And then probably get this. You know what? Don't know who we're getting next. I'm gonna pop this potion because it actually fights kind of a bit spooky. Since the druid will show, like, I don't think the druid will outlive this. I mean, who's the worst person we could random? Probably, I mean, of course, the bard. He's the one and only. But, ooh, got the other active orb. Ooh, I mean, the gladiator's actually not too bad. I mean, what are the odds we hit the stun barb? Paladin would also, you are correct, Paladin would be pretty rough. What do we have the boss next. We'll take an upgrade item for 8 morale. Ooh. Ooh, give me the holy charm. We could vaguely make the paladin work, but he would be any like the fallen wouldn't fit too well here either. Another DPS would be fantastic. But we don't really have the items for another DPS. Juggernaut would be fine. Illusionist would be pretty. I mean, Illusionist wouldn't be bad. He just wouldn't have anything going for him. Oh my goodness. Sure. Let's just grab the Scourge. The game's sometimes too nice to you. It's the first game. It sucks you back in. The RNG's favorable, and then it quickly batters you down. Okay, who do we got? Oof, Berserker. Once again, another Saint's Vow would be pretty nice. Faster out of the two of you? Yeah. Even with the stun barb? Let's get Pentacles. I guess we'll get our Druid as tanky as possible. Actually, this Joel's is hard to use. Like, I could give it to the assassin and like flop him to his own. I might do that. Ooh, what was that lag? Hello? Steam, are you trying to download things? Ooh, okay, Zephyr. Nice. Let's pop this up. I guess until we hit two adjacent squares against enemies, we're kind of like good to do this. Might as well make use of the item. I mean, Berserker is obviously the better person to put Zephyrs on. Oh, never mind. Nice. I was literally just about to say, I don't. It'll be a tough choice, but now it's not a choice, and they both get it. Nice. I think we're pretty set for this act. I feel pretty good about this act. I don't think too much can really... I mean, we have the Druid, who's, like, pretty beefy. I don't think much could hinder us. Do I battle? I think I battle. I mean, you should be able to kill this guy, hopefully. Alright, well. He's a lost cause, but it's an okay. Ooh, frost amulet. I really don't. Berserker's not going to do too much. We're going to bring everyone together. To give healing when this guy inevitably hits our assassin. And does he one-shot him? He's got to be able to cast first, which seems unlikely. No, okay. It would have been pretty rough if he did one-shot him, but... Alright, we can, we can dip the jewels. It's no longer too useful. And, let's just win. Bang. 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 Yo, hey, how's it going? Yeah, no problem. Oh, my frames. Don't you worry about it, dude. Titan's Quest deserves it, dude. That game's... I wonder... I probably should actually replay, like, down... Is Titan's Quest on Steam? I should probably replay that game at some point. We'll pick up the symbiote. I haven't played it since I grew older, which I guess you could say every time you return to a video game, but in the in an actual sense of like, it is on Steam. I played it, I think when I was like 13 or 12, when I was like a young kid. Didn't really understand the game too much. But it was like Diablo, and that was good enough for me. But it was last year, March. I'm surprised that game still gets updated, honestly. How old is that game? When did that game's like real? Oh yeah, give me that. Game's real, well, real old. Really? Wow. I didn't know it kept going. We're just gonna suicide the Lurker. Wow, dude. Druid and app. Oh my god, look at that HP regen. Also, what an absolute tank. You see how much damage he didn't take from this 528? And we have the makings of a symbiote. Like, we have the making of a caster build. Also have this ability orb, which I don't know what to do with. I'm kind of just holding on because if we get like another healer, we're gonna need him to get his active ability. Alright, well, oh my god, dude, look how our set. I mean, the Scourge just carries. I forgot how good the Scourge is. Just the. Is that the hero, the guy that's locked behind, the paywall or whatever? I mean, let me know how it goes. Oh, I should move these back. I like. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Like, I'd rather not spend the time to maybe get like into the game and it's just full of microtransactions. I don't mind waiting and seeing. Queen of Pentacles coming in really solid. Getting lots of good rolls. It's an MMO as well. Dude, that's a good choice. Can you? I was watching someone's video on it, and it looked like you would encounter other play. Like, man, I don't want that in my action RPGs for the most part. Grim Dawn's real nice. I played Grim Dawn. That game's pretty good. It feels quite different from any other ones. Which is pretty nice. Like, they all got their own pathways they've taken. I just never make it to the end game. I like played through like the first few acts. I'm like, oh, this is a lot of fun, and then I just kind of like move on at some point. We'll take the Crown of Banshees. It might actually save us. Okay, who do we got? It's a good choice. They take the Crown of Banshees. Yeah, I've played enough mobile games to like know where that goes. I think put damage on you. I just don't trust. You give like the companies an inch and they take a mile kind of thing. So like if it's a beta game and they've already locked a character behind some sort of early access or some sort of paywall, like it can't get better from there, right? This is gonna be real rough. We're gonna lose these sites. So like it's already rough, the fact that it's in there. Yeah, I mean, I give Genshin a little bit of leeway for being a mostly single player game. Like, I still think the pay to play is pretty egregious, I think would be the word. But it's single player, and you can make it there eventually. Like, for the most part, I haven't played Genshin or followed it too much. But like, nah, they're more self-aware than that. They're like, we can definitely make this guy spend a lot of money. Don't give him too much. They definitely know what they're doing. Also, Interstellar MVP. Oh, have I had this on the wrong? Ooh, I will take this veil actually. There's a whole reason why mobile gaming is so good. Right. No, I totally agree. We're kind of squishy. I guess the druid will probably just survive because look at how much healing he gets. But it's kind of scary. We keep this crown? I don't know if we keep this crown. I think we keep this crown. Let's upgrade our Zephyrs. No, I mean, I think it's even worse than that. I mean, you look at video games, And you learn that regulation is bad. I will hold on to money. Like, you don't want your games to have any sort of oversight, because then it just gets rid of a lot of creativity and makes things even more rigid. But like, pay to play, pay to win in particular is particularly nasty on the human. And like, when I say nasty on the human, like it's made for you to spend as much money as possible to like egregious amounts of money. So it kind of feels real rough that it's dug its claws into gaming. Which is why I don't ever play on mobile. Right, and if you don't want to spend 100 times the money, you gotta spend 100 times the time. And I mean, that's the whole thing. It's a time versus money issue. No, yeah, it's incredibly predatory. Oh, he didn't get his HP healing. Oh no, we have this guy. Never mind, we're screwed here. It is a nasty little I mean, I don't even call it gaming. Like, people just make copy and pastes. Like here, I played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I would consider that game incredibly pay to win. I played it for roughly 5 years. When I first saw it, there was a bundle that was like 20 bucks, and I was like, yeah, I'll spend this, because I know I've been dug in the trenches of pay to win, and I know spending early is how you stay ahead. So I bought the pack, stayed ahead. Hopefully. Do I even want these? Not really. And that let me like coast for the next 4 years, where like I didn't really have to ever spend again because I was just so far ahead. But I mean, there's a $100 bundle that gets you like a few characters. And you literally like what you get slightly ahead. People that spend thousands of dollars, so there's like a cycle in that game where like they release a new like legendary hero, and then they tack on like, here's the you know, you need Luke Skywalker, you need Obi-Wan Kenobi, you need Princess Leia, and then you need generic fighter guy 1 and generic fighter guy 2, and they're just slopped in there to make you, and you know, these two guys are required. Yo, hey, Smelly. Hello, hello, hello. I think this we're good here. Don't really need to upgrade the Scourge. Well, I mean, might as well hang on to these. We'll buy this. But yeah, like those two characters are slopped. I always accidentally click here. Slopped on the end. And of course you can make it. You can get those guys. It just requires you to spend, you know. We're gonna sacrifice these guys. Requires you to spend upwards of like $600 to $700. I did check it out, actually. We'll probably be playing it this weekend. I vaguely looked at it for a quick little moment, mostly because it seemed shorter on the end. Also, Wildmage, holy hell, dude. When he gets his stuff. I think it'll probably be a shorter stream, like an afternoon short stream kind of thing. Okay, yeah, he gets the stay in the back. I mean, I don't think we're gonna need these potions. But yeah, so if you spend like 6, then you get him on the first cycle, per se, which in turn lets you, oh my god. You get him on the first, which lets you stay ahead of the curve. So it's like, you know, here, spend $600 every, I don't know, half a year, and you'll be ahead for long enough to regain, which, you know, $600 for just some pixels in the game, and then the feeling of winning. That's the biggest thing. I don't think anyone's ever. Also, that was a very nice, very clean run. Ever like got a mobile game and got addicted to it and was like, yeah, I'm here because I love everything about this game. They're there because they want to win and feel good about winning and stomping on people that are lesser than them in the game, at least. Or they just don't have the time to play but still want to have fun. So it's like this is gonna be an interesting run, by the way. Taskman. I've not heard of Taskman. Right, and you could spend, you know, spend that money on 20 different games. But you don't, at that time, you're just thinking about, oh man, I'd really love to beat this guy. And if I spend like, what, like 50, 100 more dollars, whatever. And I have a friend who's who makes like upwards of 80K a year, who's around my age as well, or somewhere in that range. He makes a decent sum of money, but he doesn't mind spending on mobile games because he works and he wants to come home and have fun, and he has a disposable income since he mostly just games, and besides various house payments and such. I guess we'll take this page. So it's like, I can't really blame him for wanting to spend the money. Right. But also, like, unless you're fortunate, you're probably not playing games all the time. So your time literally becomes way more valuable. Right. It's time versus money. And then with the little hints of, like, gratification and satisfaction of, you know, winning and such. Man does have a wife. They just got married. I'm a giant fan of tower defenses, yes. Maybe I think if we were to play one, I'd probably do the Gemcraft series, because that game, I'm so in love with that whole series. It's so good. But I'm not super up to date on like current tower defenses. Defender's Quest. It's... Ooh, this is actually pretty good on him. It makes me think of like an old Concrete game, but I don't know if that's the case. Ah, they are billions. That game's good. That game's pretty good. I love the, oh, I didn't, dude, this team's rough. I think so. Yeah. I think I know what game you're talking about. I think I played it once. I mean, it'd be basically like a new game. Oh yeah. There's before Congregate and Flash took a dive, I like the strategy involved with tower defense games. The planning ahead and upgrading the correct towers and such. That's where my enjoyment comes from it. But I can understand why people might not. But there was... So I used to play on armored games and Congregates as a kid growing up because it was free games. And, you know, for the most part, they were pretty good. I didn't move. I didn't put this mighty orb down. Too busy talking about pay to win. But there was these old Congregate, like, pay to win games that would be kind of just sneak in. And I, of course, as a kid, loved playing them. I'm a sucker for skill trees as well. I can agree with that. So, I think it was called Heroes of Kung Fu. It was some Japanese, maybe Chinese game that was being translated. What do we want? Probably this. And, you know, you could maybe spend, you know, 5, 10, 15 bucks and you wouldn't, like, notice it. And it'd give you a lot. Because at that time, when I was, you know, 10 years ago, like, spending on games would get you a lot. Sure, there's still times when, like, you know, it was pretty egregious, but you could make do. So, you know, maybe spent like 10, 15 bucks, 20 bucks here on my parents' credit card. I'd be like, ah, damn, I'm getting a game or something like that. Some little, just, you know, small little white lie. And I would just keep doing that. Let's upgrade something here. Probably this reckless dueling shield's pretty good. And then the Monster Sanctuary is good. Yep. I think we it's so hard to plan games out. Because I have to make the conscious decision of, is this something I'm going to keep playing, or is this like a one-off here or there? And it'd be hard for me to keep doing with Monster Sanctuary. But, so, to continue my story, you know, then the bill came, and I had spent like 120 bucks as a kid, which was, you know, my dad was like, hey, that's not good. Like, you know, you almost went over our credit limit, which would have, you know, cost us even more money. And, let's get Necrophage. We kind of need it. And I was like, you know, I didn't even think of how much I was spending at the time because I was a kid and didn't understand money, you know, was quickly, aware, and then kind of looked into the studies of, pay-to-win games, and they're surprisingly robust on both sides of, like, how to make the most money, like, your most expected, how to get the most people to spend. And then there's the counter-ons, like, look at how these games are being, like, predatory and intentionally manipulating, like, making you almost unaware of how much money you're spending. People nowadays, I think, are understanding a little bit more how dangerous it is. But there's still this whole, like, there's still gonna be this whole time for the next 5-10 years where the pay-to-win mobile games are gonna keep being there because they make a ton of money. Which is just unfortunate, because it's definitely like a black stain, I think. I mean, let's be real, gaming's had a bad reputation until fairly recently. Until the inclusion of like YouTube streaming and Twitch, and people finally understanding how much people spend on video games and are willing to spend. Now it's a little better messaging because it's quite profitable. I'm kind of worried about this fight. Also, I love the synergy of this reckless dueling shield with the paladin. I'm just glad more people enjoy it. I love gaming. Gaming's been such a positive influence on my life. I'm glad more people are getting into gaming. I mean, I feel so bad for women who play, who do we got? Ooh, Alchemist. Who play, like, competitive games. Because, my God. People are just, actually we have minor debuff build. People are just people. And that's enough for it to be just a toxic shit show. Dang. Oh, I could use symbiote. Another symbiote would have been so nice. Actually, let's just put this on here. Why have I not done that? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune probably wouldn't have been a bad choice. Money is like an easy go-to. For me, at least. Because money is so important in this game. And in real life. And the biggest thing is, like, even if people... Back to, like, the pay to win. Because it's a subject I am both knowledgeable and slightly frustrated about, but like it's never gonna go away, right? Because for all the people that do understand, there's all the people that don't. You could, what could wait? I don't know where the filter, like I did go relook at the filter that I had put in, like the personal stuff. I don't know. It's horny is, I can let you know horny is not on a word I filtered, and not like none of the swear words are as well for the most part. There's not a lot. And that's really I can give you the lowdown if you want. But there's not much going on. We're screwed here, by the way. Basically, yo, we did it. Let's go. Let's get more shield. We really need. Yeah, there's a little bit of text at the beginning that gives it all, tells everything what it's about. There's not a lot. I mean, we can get shard. I think we shard. We really just need the DPS. I think we'll do one tower shield as well. I mean, also, like, I'm in for it, but like, sex sells for video games as well. I don't know where I thought of that. You said horny and made me think of like horny video games. Yo, how many? I don't know if I've just been. I didn't bring this thing over. I should have brought this thing in. I get all of the weirdest ads for like weird, horny mobile games, and I go check the game out because actually I should probably stop clicking those. Mostly because I'm like, what could this game possibly be? Like, you're showing me this. What could this game be? And it's just some like crapshoot mobile game. But man, that art's like real solid. Oh yeah, and you know, now that there is, I mean, I'm just gonna be very, very general statement, so it's gonna be shit, but hey Bjorn, we're talking about pay to play or pay to win, and somehow we got on the topic of teens being teens, which is the easiest way to say it, and like we're mentioning how I've lost my whole train of thought, but basically mentioning that a lot more women and girls play video games now, and I said I was feeling quite bad because like the experience they have in gaming, and especially like competitive games, is like generally awful. And we were mentioning, you know, puberty is a thing. And that's why I get like screaming kids and shit. Especially if they're particularly deep into video games as well, then they don't get too much interaction with other human beings, which is also being probably worsened by this past few years as well. There's gonna be some interesting, I think the future lies in a very interesting path. Ooh. I understand. I say this a lot, but I hate people unless I know them. Is how I kind of a lot of shield, especially with this. I did just buy Saint's Vow. Okay, well we'll hold on to Saint's Vow because it will be useful. Like, cause once, I mean, it'd be awful. Like anyone in that range, especially for school. Like, you've basically missed an entire year. I mean, right? It's like, it's very easy to judge random people and be like, yeah, I don't like this person. But you don't really know anything about them. And like, I could like, and it's understandable because I'm sure everyone gets that introspective moment when you're like doing something and you're like, oh man, this person does their, like, has their own life, has their own friends, so on and so forth. And it's just too hard to, it's too hard to constantly contemplate that for each and every person. Now, like, you know, I enjoy you guys and I appreciate you hanging out. This player kind of sucks. But if one time, before we had known each other, you just stopped in and said some random thing and I was like, that's stupid as hell, like, then we might never have gone with that. We might never went more from there. Guess will clerical just be a motley sacrifice? There's just too people are too complex. I mean, it's why you get like generalizations and all that jazz as well. Like, you just kind of keep going further and further. It's fascinating to think about sometimes. I mean, like, you can even think about, like, in terms of your gameplay performance. Like, it's a very easy thing. For example, like, I could have a horrible game of Dota, but I'm a good Dota player. But that time, those 4 other people I were playing with wouldn't have known that, and I've ruined their game for them in some way. Like, it just happens. I think if we got a new guard earlier, I would have taken it. Yeah, it's just, it's a problem that'll always be there, because, like, I don't even, I don't think I have anywhere near enough, both time or mental willpower to think about each and every person in such detail. Which is why, for the most part, I try not to judge people. But it's still gonna happen. Like, you can't, it's hard to stop. Take both of these. Try to guarantee no one dies on this fight. Like, please, alchemist. Dang it. Who, I mean, some people are just trash, yeah. But then, like, it's just hard. Because who knows what they went through in their life. And it just, you kind of keep going down this very repeating rabbit hole. And you just don't get anywhere in the end. This passive orb does nothing for us. Ooh, no. More shield for the cleric. Like, who played... There was... it was Fitz. I don't know if you guys know Fitz. But I like his videos. His videos are pretty funny. But Fitz played Fortnite, and a random kid talked about his experience and how he got bullied. And the kid was like just a nice kid. It just seemed like he liked video games. There's like should have been no reason for this kid to be getting bullied, but he did. And because, you know, Fitz and them were willing to take the one moment to be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? You know? So on and so forth. So it's just like those small interactions as such. It's just hard to have those. Because think like I come home from a day of work and I'm mentally tired and I just kind of want to relax, and if someone's, you know, I'm playing a multiplayer game and someone's, you know, not playing well or playing particularly poorly or like throwing intentionally, like it's really easy just to go off on them. I can't believe we survived this. We'll dip the manuscript because the cleric has no healing ability. Now has vague healing ability. Also, we're just not getting, like, the Alk's doing well, but we're just not well enough. Right. We gotta reroll for something. Like this. This will kill us. I was hoping we didn't get a single encounter, honestly. I think we're dead here. Oh my god, the reckless dueling shield. Wait. We have that proc before the morale loss happened? Did that change? Alright, just Interstellar would maybe help us. I mean, it's why I've stopped playing as much. Unless I'm playing with a group of people I know, I don't really play multiplayer games too much. Okay. I thought I tried it once and just died. Okay, we have a chance here because we can kind of get the Fallen to go a little bit, which should be enough to hopefully counter an Alchemist. Okay. I like it. It's a nice little bonus there. Right. I mean, in some cases, like, winning is fun. So the opposite is also true. Losing is not fun. It's why if I ever... I've learned this. I can sit here and trash talk and scream at my PC. I mean, I don't like to do it now as much anymore. But, like, scream at my PC and stuff. As long as I don't say this to the person, like, it makes me feel better. And that's the best we're gonna get. What do we do here? What do we upgrade? Yo, have a good night, Smelly. We'll get speed up real quickly. I mean, almost. No, because Cleric will die real quick. I think we try to keep our Paladin alive and hope. But yeah, there's just too much to comprehend about every single person. And that's like my conclusion. Oh no, I live by the philosophy of positive until it's 100% over. Like, the game's over, I'll be negative, and I won't even say anything to anybody. I'll just be negative and be like, I try to also be negative to myself in an aspect of, like, I could have done better here, so on and so forth. But also, like, if someone threw the game, I'll be particularly upset to myself. Like, I'm not gonna say it to them because, you know, mistakes happen. Did we win this? Yeah, no, same. I'm very much in that aspect. If I don't know you, I am not gonna hear or say a single thing that might, because all it takes is one word to tilt the person off the face of the earth, and then it's even worse. So, like, also, I personally try to own up to my mistakes, especially like in Dota. I do this all the time. Like, because it has voice chat, so I'll pop in and be like, shit, like, that was my bad, guys. I'm so sorry, and then hopefully that's enough. Also, that's back-to-back wins on random Corruption 20. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, now this will be pretty rough. Yeah, of course. It's just some people. I have a pretty good friend who I played a lot of Dota with, and that dude, love him to death, could not keep his mouth shut. We could try Caster Fiend if we don't lose real quick. Like, he had to throw out the trash talk, and it just. Yes, it's very hard to I basically told him, like, I was like, hey, shut up, dude. Like, right, and there's different experience levels. Like, where I at was in Dota was like incredibly competitive, but you know, early on, especially, I mean, I guess even some of the, if you're particularly not good at games, it can be even worse. But Right, and it's hard to be empathetic when, you know, your 0-11 middle Shadow Fiend has just fed the enemy for the 5th time in a row, and just it's like a wall. I have a wall of tolerance, and the longer the fight goes on, and the worse he gets, the less I'm willing to tolerate. I mean, dude, I wouldn't even say that was lowly. 4K is like way above average. Oh, right, of course. It's, and just like everyone else, you have good days and you have bad days. This is a hard team, by the way. We're gonna take the money because we kind of really need it for this shop right here. Also, Dota's a hard game to kind of put fully into perspective because different people are good at different things. Like, I was an offlaner, so I was a shot caller for the most part, because I'd have to be. At least when I played last. I know it's probably changed a little bit. Are we gonna make it to this, I don't know if we're gonna make it to this shop. It's just hard. It's hard to be empathetic to people you'll never see and that have no facial connection to. And will probably never play with again. It's really easy to just be mad at them and to make yourself feel better. And we lost. Or no, we'll have one morale. One morale. I mean, Dota's always had the same problem, which is there's no future for Dota. Like, no one advertises it. I mean, there is the TV show, so maybe that's what they're trying. But, like, can't believe, fun. Like, no damage items. I mean, I hope so. It looks pretty cool. I don't think it's gonna be like, it might be a successful show, but I don't think it's gonna translate into any like new Dota players. I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty cool. I'm vaguely interested. Dang. All right, yeah, we kind of figured that was a lost cause. That was a very, very tough comp to push through. I mean, the counter example would be that, like, you can turn a Dota game around. At least I think you can turn it more successfully around than League sometimes. Not that I played a lot of like League to fully grasp that, but did I bring the Warlock down here? I think I bring the Warlock down. It's also, you know, 100% the reason I don't play nearly as much competitive. Like, even I played Apex the other day. I think I was just a salt. I didn't say anything to my teammates ever, but I definitely said things afterwards to myself. Also, I mute everybody in Apex, so. Dota also has a both smurfing problem and account buying problem. Like, there's nothing quite like playing a game, looking at your teammates last like 20 games, and it's just a straight loss streak. You're like, now it's either like this is a smurf or something else. Or this guy's like intoxicated of some kind. That happens fairly frequently. It's so hard. Dota's such a game of like nuance. Bouncing buckler. I love you, bouncing buckler. I hate you don't show your face. Let's try to go like a casty warlock. I've never done a casty warlock. We'll try to go a tank fallen. I mean, okay, it's an ARAM. Like, every time you create shield, it damages the enemy. So you can get some crazy, like, super cool builds with it. But you need a very specific set of cast and crew and items. And the game just decides not to give me them. So until it just happens naturally. Oh, let us actually, we're gonna sell. It's probably Noble Ward. And hello. Brawler would be, it's pretty okay with the Brawler. But the cool one is actually the Gladiator. Get him a shit ton of HP. Upgrade that all the way, and then give him the Hero Sigil. And he like insta kills the team. Yeah, I saw that shit. It was so cool. Yeah, I don't think I have a Smurf account in Dota, and I don't even call it a Smurf account. It's more of I have an account so I can play with my lower rated friends, because they cannot play with with where my account is ranked. They just have a miserable time. I only play with them, and I haven't played Dota in like years, so. Ooh. Be close. The bleeding. I think to no surprise, the bleeding killed us, which is okay. Safety defense potion. You never know. This team's weird. Fallen, I don't quite understand Fallen's full strength as of yet. It was like League to Dota is such a harsher shift than Dota to League is. And trying to play at, I think I peaked out at like I don't know what Divine is, but like somewhere in that range. Like that is just too much to grasp for some people. Yeah, so we get this cool item called the Pack Medallion. If you have no adjacent allies, you get a free little pet to join in with a portion of the stats of your ally. still wish I could relive what exactly got me into Dota, because I truly can't. I don't remember what made me choose to play Dota, but I remember researching and like understanding what last hitting was. I think it was vaguely something like I checked out like Warcraft again. It was like, what's this Dota game I always got kicked out of? But I don't remember the exact moment. But man, something I would love to like lose all my knowledge of Dota and like relearn it again. I don't actually know the answer to that question. I just picked it up because it's a nice little addition. There was something real magical about my first like 100 or so Dota games. And then of course, you know, I got addicted and like really just enjoyed the game and the competitive nature. Also just the long-term strategy is pretty good. Especially at the higher ranks. Early on, as with most MOBAs, it's all individual skill. Or in some cases, individual stomp. Who do we got? Wildmage, what are you doing here? I guess we're gonna switch to a Wildmage build? Alright. Let's see. Is this the winnable fight? It is. Okay. Don't go to the middle again after this. There's a lot of games, if we ever get the ability, that I would love to just relive. Another one, Subnautica. I would love to forget about Subnautica and like play the game when it was fully released. That would be so cool. Huh. I mean, the damage is always just too good to... for the most part, 8 damage, like... absolutely massive. Yeah, you can take Champion Guard. That's a good deal. No, cards should not be. It should definitely not be. It needs to be better. Cards is really bad. Just like Bandit Helm is still also very bad still. It does not. Okay, the Bandit's Hood could just be the hidden effect. I think the only reason it has the gold steel is so it has an effect. Oh, dude, I still don't understand how the final boss sometimes just murders you. I mean, the only time you use it is if you got it in the first act. Because I only find it in the shop, or like at the end of the second or the first act, and I'm like, well, at this point, like, I have all my slots filled, and I don't really need more. Like, I'm not the. It's not a good item. Let's get the beef thing. No, if like we had the alchemist last time, which makes it really easy. Because he can't steal all the passives. We'll just continue on here. I'd love to buy Warlords. Yeah, or Burst. I don't really want that. If you can burst down the final boss, he's pretty easy. Oof. I barely survived. Nice. Okay, I think we get rid of Pack Medallion. It's no longer as useful. Sorry, Wildmage. Oh yeah, I mean that's what happened last time. Actually, Wildmage killed himself. No, I should pop this. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Nice set of items for our Wildmage. Hopefully, Fallen doesn't kill him. Goodbye. Oh, wow, that was very close. It was. Else we definitely lose that. Good job, Warlock. Way to be slightly alive. Oh my god, dude. Wildmage, if you get the correct items, Wildmage is unstoppable. You just need to get the correct items, which is the hardest part of Wildmage. And not fight this guy ever. This is the only problem with the Fallen. Is his burst damage. Like, ability to heal through burst is so crap. For the most part, he's been doing pretty well as his tank. We don't have any upgrades for him either. Nor like a bard to vaguely give him some heals. But I guess the Warlock's been healing him pretty nicely. Actually, now I think about it, the Warlock Fallen little combo here is pretty nice. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, I have read Mother of Learning. That is highly recommended. It's actually a tough choice here. But I think Mother of Learning is finished, right? Yeah, Mother of Learning is finished. which is nice. It's a very, very rare quality. And it also, like, it waits for so long. I do like Joel's as well. Also, if you, here's another recommendation for a pretty long running. The initial reviews will be quite poor. For like, if you're just looking it up right now. But, He Who Fights with Monsters. So here's a very interesting thing I've stumbled upon in terms of reading. Excuse me, in terms of reading. I guess we do have, like, that. Let's have you take. Oh no, we want damage on you. But the longer I've been reading, the more I realize, one, how hard it is to fucking write. But the more main point I was making is, like, there's a difference between binging a significant difference in binging a whole series and watching it week by week. Like, there was a manga I recently read, and I'm still reading, because I think it's pretty good. It's called Legend of the Northern Blade. It's a newer Cultivation-esque novel. Really, really good. I almost dropped it because I was getting bored of it. Oh, no, that's right. Oh, shit, that's right. Oh, I forgot he has a book. Or he wrote it. Oh, dang it. I forgot that happened. Because he's only been releasing the latest. Ah, shit. Like, I totally forgot about that. But, like, binging is such a different experience. Because you start noticing the repetitions that happen in some of these stories a little more easy, which in turn, you don't notice week by week. Now I'm reading it week by week, and it's a much better position. Ah, man, I forgot that oh, right, he put it on Amazon or Audio, one of those. I think he put it on Amazon or something, or some, like, books selling site, and they can't have the story out on another platform, like the contract stipulates. Now, I also prefer binging, but I also get way more. I notice when the writing is poor more often. Right, and those are, like, that's where I live and die. I live and die on the trending. Kind of need all of the HP we can get here. Because then, like, you know. And let's just go all the way. I think it's also, I mean, 100 to 200 pages is like a 3 or 4 hour read. So it's still a pretty decent bit of time. But I can understand why. It's on manga in particular, or light novels, I'm a little more picky on what I choose, but for the most part, I think anything you ever search for in trending, like, usually you'll find 1 or 2 pieces that mesh with, I should switch these guys, mesh with the style that you prefer. Also, I should have done this fight better. But yeah, I can understand why you don't want to. You look at it and be like, I want to sit here. Oh, so I guess these aren't novels per se. These are, like, amateur-esque writing. So there's a website called Royal Road where a lot of writers go to. Oh my god, are we dead? We're alive, but we're close. And they do, like, it's kind of like they do, like, live updates. So, like, they'll post 20 chapters of their story, and then next week another chapter will come out, and that's just, you kind of stick with that. We have potions, we should use them. Particularly this potion will help us. So Mother of Learning is cool. It's a time travel-esque novel. It's also like amazing world building and sweet conundrums abound. Would highly recommend it. It also is long as hell. Like that is a, you could read that book for like a week. We need you to survive. It's real good. Characters are cool. The story ends, and I think it ends in a pretty satisfying way as well. Which is a rare thing on these, like, continued live update books. Yo, look at that proc, though. I mean, it's all reading for enjoyment on my aspect of things. Alright, we have cures here. Like, I'm super picky, but also, because I'm super picky, I enjoy reading. I could have taken that thing, but I didn't really want it. I guess I'll give this to... Oh, we could probably just sell this. Okay. I think we're fine here. Oh no, I'm the same way. That's how I basically read. Like, you could... it's what I do before I go to bed. Usually I'll go lay in bed, and then for like basically somewhere in the range of like an hour every day, I will just read. Or search for stories to read. I don't want any of these. Ooh, we have 2 files here. Perfect. Alright, let's upgrade you all the way. And how much do you sell for? 13? I'll be 1 short. Okay, we can hang on to the cure-all. It's actually not too shabby to have. Oh man, see, my problem is in terms of reading, I didn't move. Actually, there's not too much to move here. I get lost in books. Nah, dude. I mean, I studied economics. People look at me and give me weird glances because of that. Like, you like what you like. But, we didn't use the other file. Okay, before 10% pop that. Actually, with Wildmage's passives all the way up, man, we've gotten the perfect build for Wildmage twice in these random runs. Yo, we got Warlock's been max. Let's go. I can't think of too many times where I was told to read a book for like school and like actually enjoyed it. Yo, hello. Oh, yo, look at this junk. Yo, if here, I'm gonna recommend a genre to you. Search up lit RPGs or literary RPGs. Yeah, he was absolutely demolishing. They are RPGs in book format. It is probably the coolest thing. Oh no, I mean, same here. Oh, sure, dude. We'll Ancient Codex the Warlock. There are some that are very heavy into numbers and some that are not. But they are a fascinating, like, the start of a genre? I don't know how popular they are outside of, like, my various activities. Yeah. Yeah, it's, and, but good. Is it on Steam? No, they're books. It's a whole genre of books. It's like, do I have any good lit RPGs? I do have some, but it's kind of, you gotta, I don't know. I'm a giant fan of literary RPGs. Particularly the literary aspect. The people like level up and shit in real life or have various things to do in that aspect. It's super cool. But also incredibly, incredibly niche. Nah, these are not actual novels. Well, stories. Yo, Ancient Codex, real good on the Warlock. Not good enough to win here. Because we have the goddamn Gladiator, of all people. Yeah, it's a pretty high isekai amount that are stat related. Well, there's some are just like they're just straight stats, and like it's not isekai or what do I want to do? Oh, we're also missing a boss here. We can sacrifice more morale then. They're good if you like stats and growing and shit like that. Really? I don't know, reading it in a book is way more entertaining for some odd reason for me. Also, I can imagine it's very easy to like do improperly. Okay, we have to win this. Oh, you said I misread that, but yeah, Log Horizon. Does Overlord even? I don't think Overlord has. Leveling in it? Can't remember if it does. I mean, I've watched the first two seasons of Attack on Titan. I just haven't I don't know, had the urge. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna restart. There's no way we can win with it was not even close. I mean, yeah, Overlord is basically the guy didn't want to leave the game. I figured out. Wait, we had this comp already. No, we're not doing this comp again. I remember. But did they wait, we had this comp as well. What? Yeah, I forgot the Overlord was all based on a game, and the guy decided not to leave. No, I think the game was shutting down, if I remember correctly, and he decided he didn't want to leave, and then he got sucked into the game. We can, but we also have the bar. We're not gonna have any damage unless we get. What item could save us here? It's not the stun bar. We just lose. Right, yeah. But they never really show any of the. They do all the They have like all the game things, something like that, but they don't have any of the game stats in there. Like he talks about casting like all his abilities, but there's not actually like a stat interface. Like look, Sword Art Online has stats and stuff, but even that was. Can we stop getting these guys? There we go. This feels like a random team. But even Sword Art Online wasn't very heavy. I don't know if there are any actual animes that are very stat focused, because it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to make it like work and be interesting without being overwhelming or just like numbers you look at. I think you're correct there as well. Give me this. Wait, why I take this? Guess it's just good stats. Ooh, will this be Pyro's max run? Will we get Pyro to max with this, or is he already there? I cannot remember. I think there's a good balance. If there's some literary RPGs that are like it is all about stats and it's kind of overwhelming. Right. That's a pretty HP MP is a pretty common one. Just because it's easy to like visualize and understand. But Blue Core is a good example of like non-intrusive stats. If you want to go on a journey, I would highly recommend The Wandering Inn. It has the very same feel of like a lit RPG, but you feel free to keep talking about what you like. This is no problem. But also it is like, I think you could spend a whole like 2 to 3 months reading The Wandering Inn. Like that's how long the story is. And I think it's amazing. It's such a encompassing novel. It feels like a what's the word? Man, these merchants in between. It feels like a we're gonna pick up the Starry Songbird. It's long. It feels super long, and it's honestly, I think one of the best novels I've ever read. I haven't read. This is gonna be very like you're gonna be like you just completely contradicted yourself here, but I haven't read it in a few months. but I still give $5 a month to the Patreon. Yeah, you're gonna be reading it for, and it's all. So I will say this: it also has an audiobook. So if you don't want to like read and just listen, it is. Yeah, we're screwed here. The beginning's a fair bit slow, but I would recommend sticking. I think I've read like 14K of the 27K, by the way. I have to catch back up. There's like, it's like at Act 8. I think I'm at like Act 6. It just, I have to sit down and just do the read. Oh, dude, give me new people. Give me like Frostmancer. Okay, sure. I think I've experienced every emotion with that novel. All in a good way. Nothing quite like bawling your eyes out at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning because you've been reading for 12 hours and you haven't realized it's morning yet, but you also can't put the book down. Look at this. This will be great. This is adjacent only? No, any. Let's see. Do I have any other long-forming novels that I'm currently reading? Oh yeah, actually, I do have some. So I could give out some more recommendations. They're at least somewhat more stable. And let's see. There's one called Vigor Mortis, which is I don't think it's at 1,000 yet, but it's pretty good. I know which one I want to recommend. This is pretty good. Ah, yes, this one. It is called the Zombie Knight Saga. A very, very good. I'm currently 8 months behind. But I'm slowly building up the resolve to binge it all and then stop again. That one's pretty good. Magic Smithing is pretty good as well. These are all on Royal Road. B-dubs. Anything else that I'm like particularly check this properly? You could do Forge of Destiny is another Cultivation-esque novel, but it's pretty long and pretty solid. I mean, it's also crazy how much people, or how, not much, but how fast and quickly people can drop, like, stories and such. Because I think I followed at least somewhere in the range of, like, 100 or so. And then it's just, like, through time, some just never update again. And you slowly run out of all sorts of things. And it makes me sad. Like, Warlords is so good. But we're gonna continue on. Actually. Oh, those are protected anyways. Never mind. Yeah. And they're all long, too. I'll, after the stream's over, I'll go post them in the Discord. And post, like, the links to the pages so you can just look at them. Oh, got stomped. Yo, another one. Magic Smithing is a lit RPG that I think is also very good. I do think classical literature. I have not. Is it sell me on it real quickly? Because it feels. I definitely I'm waiting to hear more. There's definitely a reason you brought this up, and I'm very interested. Does Blue Core have a Patreon? I can't remember if I think he does. I mean, now you just get to wait each week with me. I was thinking of it as like a different form of like an anime or a manga. Oh my god. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't delved. My most recent acquisition in terms of genre crossover is like the Xia or Xia, which is like Chinese-esque like lore and stuff. But why did I look at that? I guess that matters. Mostly because I've been getting very, very tired of like normal Japanese writing. It's actually, I think I'm just on a giant like counter Japanese because I'm so tired of their garbage main characters. At least in terms of like the action, like, you know, shonen-esque anime. Not calling all of it out there. Just that aspect of it. Because I'm so tired of just reading. Can I get some action and romance together? Like legitimate romance and not like teasing and shit. It's so tiring to not have any legitimate romantic relationships in the shonen and like anime, and just baited for, you know, so much. Baited and beta. I'm so tired of like pushover main characters. I know I do, but that's like even carries over more. At least in most of the yeah, it's a very limited genre, which makes me sad. I mean, it's a big fan of why I love the Love is War, because it's just nice. Yo, 3 morale, thank you. I don't think we win this, by the way. I'm trying to go for this like attack Cassie Berserker, but it's just too slow. It's so weird. Like I'm a giant fan of the harem anime and harem like style. It is my least. It is a minority of everything I do read and watch, though. We're probably gonna actually win this. No, we're not. Never mind. Holy hell. Yo, why do I keep getting the same character? We keep seeing these are I don't think this is one's winnable. We're just talking about anime. And particularly my... oh my god, can we get new people? Okay, we'll take a ranger. No, new person. New person. Yes, new person. See, I just like... I want everything. I'm too greedy, is my problem. Like, I want my action long-term adventure, but I also want, like, my small slice of life, like, romance. It's me being greedy, I know. That's what I hate the most. Is... I mean, and that's like, you know, that's not like the anime's fault. That's just the actual, like... It's just baited in there because it's so popular. Also, I think the harem word has changed meanings. I would love like One Piece, but also some... I haven't watched One Piece in so long because it is so long. But does romance ever sprout anywhere in there? That's like legit. I don't think so, if I had to gander. But also I know, like, what I want is such a pipe dream, and it would have to be so hard to actually pull off that for the most part. Just doesn't exist. The perfect romance. Sure, we're here to just give you attack speed, Ronan. Good job. No, but I think just like plopping harems because you want more people to make your story is such a shit. Also, alright, this is a tangent, so I'm gonna apologize. But one, sticking to the point that I hate, also do not like manga, light novels, anime that do that. But second of all, can we like stop calling all these animes harem? Because they're not. That's not the definition of harem. Does not mean 3 girls like 1 guy and the frames go by. But I'm still gonna be here talking about this shit because it makes me pissed. Because the word harem does not mean what anime has changed the word to. It makes me just a sad boy. It's such a minor complaint because my god. I am trash. Yo, we could duplicate Yuki's, but it's actually awful. Is this unique? It's unique. It's actually awful, but it's money. Sorry, that's my tangent. Can we change the meaning to like so that I'm not misled? Every single anime I watch. Is there romantic harems out there? Give me that. It's straight just a fantasy because like that's what an actual harem is, not our harem, not whatever we have now. It's just like weird love shapes, like love squares, love triangles that all but just point to the guy. That's it. And it's not even like a relationship because nobody ever does anything. What do I upgrade here? These items suck. And now I'm heated. Sure, let's upgrade Yuki's. Whatever. Hopefully we get Wildmage next. That'd be pretty nice. At least when I search, I mean, the one caveat is like novels. Well, first of all, reviews are lifesavers, man. If you're looking for a particular genre, man, reviewers are so pointed to be like, hey, this shit does not exist in here. Just leave. It makes me so happy because I can save my time. Yeah, you know what? I have... What are these items? I have watched DxD. I would like more, but that's what fan fiction is for, so that's where I go. And you know what's the worst thing? You know, this makes me so pissed. Okay, you ready for this shit? Do you know what has the most harem? Like, well, at least in my mind, Naruto. Naruto has so much shit about harems, and I'm like, I don't actually want that for once. But you know what High School DxD doesn't have? Fucking harems. None of the fan fiction writing, like the popular shit, it's like mostly just like single pairings. And I'm like, I get it, but like, my God. What? Yeah. Yeah, Ronan does go zoom. that is this in a nutshell. Like, I just want to see Issei with all the ladies in like actual romantic slow progression. But no, instead, here's the 5 millionth whatever or like goth girl Ouroboros snake thing. And it's like the most popular ship or some shit. And I'm like, I don't want to read this. Yeah, the plan, we're gonna... Oh. Hello. We're gonna swap the Zephyrs out. Because we need the damage. Hello, Warlock. You have become our healer. Congrats. Our healer with all the speed. This run's really weird. I've never seen so many speed items. Also, I've never upgraded Yuki's all the way. God, I have a confession to make. And I, like... Oh, man. You know what I've watched? Oh. I'm so curious if you can guess the anime that I have watched. That brings me great shame to my family name. It's a... And I'll start with it. It's not Monogatari, but I have watched that one as well. Is Rance... I mean, I played the Rance... Does Rance have an anime? Or I guess that would be a hentai? I mean, I've played the games. They're pretty good. Sengoku Rance is a really good game. I mean, I have watched Fairy Tail, but it hasn't brought me great shame. It just brought me great disappointment. Handshaker. I've not heard of Handshaker. let's see. I can narrow it down. It is... Is there really? Holy shit, I did not know that. This has been broadcast to actual television. Like, well, not actual television, but like, it's not just porn or hentai. Let's see. It's a common Japanese trope that is very popular over there. Goodbye, everybody. Oh my god, we did it. I'll give it another. I'm so curious. We can't boss everything. I can't believe there's actual ranch shit out there. Actually, give me... I mean, there's a reason why I like redo of a healer. For a multitude of reasons. Actually, I'm gonna... Oh man, I'm real ashamed about this one. I'm re-looking at this one right now. I'm ashamed because I also liked it as well. But I watched Kiss X Sis and was like, yeah. Yeah, it was, I liked it. What do I want here? It brings great shame upon me. Maybe I probably watched worse later. Actually, now I think about it, it's like, you know what was the really weird scene? I don't know if any of you guys have actually watched any of the Monogatari. I mean, it is all about incest. And also, you know, weirdly sexual. But, you know what is a really weird scene that's just like, Jesus, man. If you want to see it, like, search toothbrush scene Monogatari, and my god, that just, it's a very cerebral scene. I just feel more ashamed because, it breaks all sorts of like society taboos. Yeah, this scene's weirdly arousing. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for too. No, yeah, there's a lot of garbage out there. What are all these items that give me speed? I'm taking them just because it's funny. But like... It's really good. Monogatari is such a like weirdly like can't take my eyes away kind of anime. Oh. It is very, very lewd. Also, I love how far some anime is willing to go but to still be popular and shown to most places, like, doesn't cross very, very specific certain lines. It's actually hilarious how good some of the artists and companies are at, like, drawing the line. It is very deliberately lewd. It's also, like, weird as hell. Like, you can watch that. I've watched it through once and a half, and, like, I think so. I'm so curious. I have to sit down and actually, like, watch that thing. Cause, like, how? I think you could just watch it. Actually, it has an anime, right? It's got a 6.1 out of 10 though. At least on IMBD. Is it? Does it have, like, has it crossed the line to where, like, it's now classified as something different? Or is it still technically an anime? Oh, it's on there. Holy shit, it has a 6 out of 10. It's being completely trashed. It is, I could see why though. It is trash, and it should not be described as anything. It's not like a good story. It's just a great revenge. It's literal revenge porn. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, Ishizoku got pulled, I think, from a lot of places. Which is like, whatever. It's well known enough. But also, I totally understand. I can't believe. No, yeah, it's so bad. I guess that's a fair statement. It's not something. I mean, I read it. I'm there to enjoy it, and I know it's shit. But it's a good smelly shit. My attack speed, it's all gone. Oh my, do people do that? Holy shit. You could cut yourself on that edge. We don't have anything for our next person. Who is? The Brawler. Good luck, Brawler. Social media fucking sucks, man. Oh no, we need to bring the Brawler here. So we can steal his attack. Oh no. Wait, does... Oh yes, perfect. What an item to pick. 70, 670 bleed. Pretty nice. Now it's hard to, once again, like, we'll take Odd Bean. Upgrade Odd Bean. It's like, are they being, it's so hard to tell intention over the internet. It's the biggest problem with social media. Is meaning is lost. Because you can't understand what the person was saying it, and you have to trust that the person saying it is... I think social media has been great. But with the good comes the bad. And maybe long term they'll be more bad, but it's really hard to just make that call. I should have taken the other thing, but we kind of need our brawler to like... Oh, why did I go this way? Can we win this? Yo, hey, Juicy. How you doing today? We're in the depths of anime conversations and how shitty social media is. Oh my god, it's so annoying. This as well. All of these things to make our guy survive. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, thanks, Juicy. Thanks for following. Let's see here. Let's drop Yuki's for the shard. More damage for our Tempest here. And let's try. I forgot I had a second one. Do we need this active orb? I don't think we need this active orb. I actually don't know what to spend my money on an upgrade. Ah, actually. Probably this tower shield. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm here for the long haul. I'm having... Dude, this is so much fun. We are in the depth. I love these conversations the most, though. There's something that's just fun about talking about the shit anime that we all like together. Oh, did Oddbean... Did he steal Oddbean's healing? I can't remember if that interacts that way. Oh, thank you, thank you. We want... Oh, another tower shield. Let's go. Pop this here. Yeah, our chat is awesome. Oh, oof. Yo, the bleed ticks are so satisfying, though. How much bleed is that? A lot. A nice little, I'm surprised people hang out. You know what? I'm so excited. Every day, I look forward to streaming so much. It's such a fun time. Oh, passive orbs, yeah. Give me all these passive orbs. Ooh, I'll take charging pylon. Tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow, right on the same time, and we'll probably go all night. I will have to get home and download the update, but I don't think it'll take too long. But I'm so excited for that. Since the DLC is dropping. And then there's the whole new race, the whole clan. That'll be tomorrow, and I don't know what our plan is for Friday. It might be some more monster stream or monster train. Yeah, the DLC's out, which is so cool, and a lot of other stuff. Do I? Brawler's like really unfortunate here. I have not. I wanted to stream because they had the beta out for a little bit. And I wanted to stream that actually, but it I missed it and I was like, well, I'll put this on probably you. So I have not seen any of the new stuff yet, and it'll be just a fun little surprise. Interstellar. I honestly wasn't even forgotten. I figured it was a lost cause. But we do have a max St. Val on our brawler, which is really nice. Actually, I'm so happy that it came out. There's a DLC for it because it's another one of those games where like I would have loved to stream. Yeah, I think even when we did the stream with it last time, it did fairly well. So it should be pretty fun to pick up again. Let's bring this healing potion. It falls in line with what I assume a lot of people love. It's also just a good game. I mean, I'm still surprised at how well Last Epoch does, honestly. We'll take Scourge. You've missed some Wildmage wins. We have been crushing. The Wildmage has been getting a lot of love today. At least earlier on. This. I will sell this and we'll pick up. We'll go all the way with our ranger. We have a bog and divine. Yeah, it should be good. Let's spread. Actually, can we not spread? Weird question to ask. How you doing today, Corbin? Let's just not spread. Yeah, I think we would have saved the morale. Wait. Not like this. No. No. How did he die? Wait, how did I still don't... Oh, was it just the one? God dang it. I should have just spread. I thought it would, Ronan would do well enough. I guess. What update? Dude, bam. Okay, yo, Frostmancer. Wait. Good luck, Frostmancer. Yeah. I thought it would do better. I also thought Ronan would just smash because he had a lot of damage. I should just... I think we win that final fight as well, as long as Ronan doesn't die. To be honest, I don't really feel we've had a pretty high success rate with our random comps today. Yeah, give me. Actually, if we survive, I'd love to see a perma stun Frostmancer. It'd be hard. We definitely need manuscript. Wait, there's another huge D&D game out there? Wait, I don't know anything about this. I'll have to add, one of my friends is pretty into, well, my DM for our Tuesday D&D games is pretty into. Wait, is this like a actual D&D, like a video game? I'm looking it up right now. Oh. That's pretty neat looking. Yo, the Vinny, yeah. It's really good. Let's get a shield. I think I've seen this before. But I pushed it aside and it was like, it'll come out eventually. You know what game, another D&D game that's out? Ooh. I am a Pathfinder fanboy. So I'm a big fan of the Pathfinder Kingmaker. And actually, do we even touch this fight, by the way? They have the same people who made that game is coming out with another one. Maybe at the end of this year, but I'm excited for that one as well. Wait, how much time do I have in Infinity? Yeah, of course we don't win that one. It's a good 40 hours. Oh, that's a really bad item to get too. Wow. We'd have the combo. But I don't think we'll get there. I mean, we'll buy it because there's a chance. This potion. Oh. That is a lot. Don't do it. I mean, this comp's just impossible. Frostmancer never survives. It does give 15 defense. Can we win with this team comp? This feels weird. This feels really weird. This feels weird enough for it to actually work. A very rare occurrence where I'm like, this. Usually the comp's like, we're dead or they're dead. Another amazing snippet to add to all my other snippets. It is really weird. I mean, I'm almost thinking like odd beam, but I'm just glad we didn't lose morale in the first fight. That's the positive. Yeah, actually, you know what? If we could get one pack medallion, this would go much smoother. What is my second most? I think mine go. Ooh, Saints. Wow, not particularly good. But we'll pick it up anyways because it has the possibility of being good. Mine go. I think my most played goes Dota, Path of Exile, and I don't know what my third is. Maybe Rocket League's my third. Yeah, Rocket League is my third. Oh. And then Warband and XCOM are both at 300 hours each. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty rough. We kind of need like some perfect items here. And we're not gonna win the first boss fight. Probably. Are you kidding me? what what a joke. We couldn't have re-rolled the top boss somewhere else. It's just absolute monster. I don't think we win the next boss fight. Actually, we probably just need to bring this. Bring this to you. Good luck, Pyro. Alright, there's no way. We're so close. It's just actually lost anyways. I kind of want to try that team one more time. It feels like it could work. And that's a pretty rare feeling I get with Corruption 20. We just kind of didn't good starting items. We just kind of need damage items, honestly. Yeah, also, if you have the Outlaw by himself, and like bring Pyromancer down, and then have the Wolf, then the aggro works pretty well. I hate you, game. We literally cannot equip this, I think. Yeah, don't point at me. I don't know if this kills us. Get Book of the Last? I'll take this. I can't say no to it because it could be really good, but you lose fights because it's just not enough early. Also, I didn't check our pathing, but pathing is pretty important on this team. It looks like it's pretty good pathing. Yeah, pretty good pathing. I have not, but I have noticed I win a little more against the wolves now. I still think Vinelings hurt a ton. But I think those guys are need to be very quick on the next list of like the top path is now by far the worst path. Do I take? I think I take the 5 morale. Okay, I'm gonna definitely pop this Liquid Courage. Just one cast? Yeah. I am glad that those guys got slightly changed because it was a bit much. Close. Close but no cigar. Also, once again, we're kind of getting screwed on. Like, yeah, they do a lot of damage, and they don't look particularly tough. Yeah, I don't think this works. Pyro's just not enough. And Outlaw's the good hybrid to like do both, but once he's not enough either. Let's just save and quit. Yeah, and then the 10% added back on or something like that. Just random again. Alchemist Gladiator feels pretty garbage as well. Well, Wolflings lost like 100 HP. See, the big problem, I mean, their damage is pretty rough, but just their poison. That shit's pretty killer. Oh, did they? Did I say that wrong? Well, I meant by the corruption effects. Like, that's like their base values, and the corruption still bumps them up a little bit, so it's not exact. I mean, let's get Songbird. I'd normally love to put the defensive thing on this, but yeah. But we need the attack speed on the Alk. We need the attack speed on the Alk. Still. I mean, I still think it's pretty rough. So I know you guys had, I think someone had mentioned this. It might have been you, Bjorn. But there was mention that Dale was gonna change where the corruption 20 effect went. I don't know if that panned out, or if that's still the plan. If not, like, I think that's not a I hope it doesn't do that. Dang. Okay, let's get the Frost. I thought Lovers would have been nice, but having unlikely duo. I mean, this is like these two in a nutshell. Yeah, I don't remember who mentioned that, but I was like, I don't remember reading anything. All right, well, that team, to no surprise. Gladiator's, okay, I think if we get Gladiator, I'm going to re-roll him. And then we'll take him in the second act if we find him in the first, as long as I remember. Because it's just he's impossible. All right, so next act, we will be picking up the Gladiator. Oh, shit. Fuck, I forgot. I'm mining in Melvor. We can't have that. I need to go do good things. Yeah, Druid here is the carry. But not if we get these garbage items. We'll take the disarm, because most likely... Oh, we don't even have the bottom boss. I love Ice Mage. He is really good. Especially after the buff. Like, he was okay before, but now he is great. Crap. I don't have time for old school RuneScape, and my work has blocked executables that aren't familiar, so I can't even, like, play it at work. Which is what my plan was. But I've been stopped in my tracks. And without RuneLight, oh my god, I can't play that game. I have a MacBook now, because I also block YouTube. So, like, I couldn't do stuff on there either. I just brought my own and used my Whoa, that was really weird. Holy crap. I've never just actually dipped to 0 before. It's been a while. Yeah, I've usually when the frames dip, they like fluctuate between like a few thousand. I had never just sat at 0 for as long as I have there. That was surprisingly a first. You couldn't even hear me. I couldn't even do my frame songs I've been practicing. But we should be back now. Hopefully. Might need to refresh. I realize if you're hearing me. Oh no, there goes the frames again. Oh? But it looks like yeah, that was a small dip. Don't mind my spelling of Bach. He's a famous... Never mind. We are back. Perfect. It was rough. When the internet hates you, it really hates you. We're good. Okay, perfect. I don't know how YouTube... Do we take lovers here? I think we take lovers here. It's just a good item. How YouTube works. Because, like, if a stream drops on my phone, it will just autoplay me to a different stream or, like, video for some reason. I don't know how it works on the PC. Oh, they bleed. They don't poison. So our only problem here is we don't really have damage. We have like pretty solid survivability. I also wish that. Oh, perfect. That's good. He's really, really good. He makes most fights, like boss fights, I can't even speak. Boss fights much more agreeable to do. Since the slow is like, it's the same, but just his increased damage as well is pretty nice. Also, Druid is here to do Druid things. And of course, we just upgrade Tower Shield. And then we super win. Who does more damage? Druid is very, 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 very good. The only time I lose with Druid is when it's my fault. You can kind of make Druid work everywhere. And Druid with Frostmancer, I think, is even stronger because half of Druid's survivability is based on his high defense and then longevity from his heals. And the fact that you can slow down the decrease on both is just amazing. All right, we're picking up Gladiator next. We know who's next because we rolled him in the initial act, and it's just too hard to win with Gladiator. Take Crown of Banshees. All right, we have a chance to actually do the Druid or the Gladiator build, or one of them. It's gonna take a little bit, but yeah, Chariot. Oh, we can get rid of this Lovers too. Yeah, I really love Zilla's, actually. It's such a cool little item. I think I like it just because the little circly red balls attack the enemy. Just looks really nice. Oh. These will hang on the Druid for now. But get Bouncing Buckler? Chance. Also, Zilla's is an amazing negate remover. It's just fun. I just like it. Okay. Okay. See what's happening here. Yeah, I mean, I think every tank besides the Druid starts to be hurt. God. In the... Without a cleric heal, like a fast cleric heal, everyone starts to hurt. Because no one's really made the tank like all of the act. Because the burst damage is just so ridiculous. Druid is the only one that feels like he kind of can. And of course, like if you go Ranger, same aspect. But without like a solid heal build behind him, he does feel a bit rough. Once again, it's so hard to like completely judge, cause this is gonna be a rough fight. Items are so game changing. I feel like we might be here for a little while. We just gotta wait for Druid to give himself 1,000,000 heals. Don't do it. Not like this. We're doing. Dang it. I gotta wait 5 more seconds too. I probably should have popped these. But I thought we had a shot. Okay, I'm definitely gonna pop these now. Yeah, so the Druid also loses frail. It all happens at once. So each time he gets hit, he's losing 15 frail defense. So it... No, not like this. Gladiator's so trash. Actually brutal to lose both of those fights. Yeah. I think, but they all proc, and I didn't move my potion. They'll do proc. So you see them, it should be going down by 15 per. Yeah, 15, and then of course, you have the super blessing here from everything, which actually affects all those as well. Which is why you see more than 13 dip. Oof. I mean, our defense is amazing. Our attack is absolute trash. Are we gonna... Yeah, Gladiator is very awkward in this con. He doesn't do anything. Really. Oh my god, he did survive the extra death afterwards. We also are not getting any items for him, which is particularly rough. We're gonna get rid of Zilla. While fun, we need all this other stuff. Particularly the Dark Puppet. Is this it? I think this might be it. We also haven't gotten any other good, frost items. Like, we haven't come across the necklace at all, which is pretty rough. The necklace is like a pretty important frost spreader. A weird way to say that. It feels dude, yeah, I think it's gonna be really rough. I think it's better if just Druid just solo tanks everything. Save us morale at least. And that does a ton of damage though. Oh my god, the burn. I forgot about the burn. Oh my god, we survived. Okay. This is I think we should win this fight. But the poison is gonna be really rough. Just from his shield. I really need some ice cream cones. We're alive. Oh, let's go. important to get that. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, we have Crown of Banshees on you. Alright, we cannot go in the middle. Because if we get the one, the thingy-majig. Don't remember it. The, I kind of don't really want to lose the morale. Just kill him, please. Such a ridiculous... I mean, our comp was absolutely garbage. It was... This team also feels awful. Had we gotten a... It really feels bad when the for the gladiator. Because, like, the dude does absolutely nothing. Alright, we can try. If the game decides not to give us attack items, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, we gotta hope to roll Fire Mage then, since we're doing random hero comps. And we got the item too, we just didn't have the morale. Because usually it's like, you can kind of throw the first few fights, because then you're kind of free. But we were not able to do that. Also, Illusionist wasn't particularly a nice fit for us. Yeah. He's like, I like the Paladin. He's not a good first pick on Corruption 20 unless you get the Assassin. Look at all those 2s and 3s. Oh my god, you're so right, and it's top boss first. What absolutely garbage items. We're just gonna skip the top boss, honestly. It's a guaranteed loss. I'm not even gonna wait. I'm gonna... Yo, let's go. I've wanted to do a Crag Cleaver build for so long, and the game has just graced us with its presence on this very, very crap team. Yo, we're generating core though. Our brawler's gonna be so tanky once we're all dead. Like, this item's so bad without the fiend. Like, it's awful. It's not an item that gets you an advantage. Thankfully, we're so tanky. I would love to see Zephyrs here. Manuscript. We do slightly scale. His main form is his tankiness and his yeah, he's not here to DPS. He's here to shield and just give a ton of defense and have a ton of HP. He's actually one of the first people I maxed out because I played him so often. We do push the enemy's defense down really low. Like, I can't... What? Staggering. How strong this... I guess it's 2 upgraded items, but... Actually, with 3 upgraded items, which is pretty crazy for Act 1. I mean, that's one fight. The whole point of the Raz, the not go with slow builds. It's a pretty harsh comparison, I think. Oh. There it is. They're gonna have no defense. I'm so glad the game has forced this Crag Cleaver build. I'm so excited. I've wanted to do this for so long. Okay, we're gonna take Godbreaker. Now, what would be a bad pick? I'd say the Gladiator would be pretty rough here. So, of course... Okay, we have the Berserker. We will transfer these items to him. Congrats, Paladin. You're here the DPS now. Let's get Champion's Guard. Actually, let's get Starry Songbird first. Illusionist isn't too bad. You just need to prepare for him. Same thing with Gladiator. it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I honestly can't be bothered. This is the laziness of me coming in now. But like, Godbreaker makes this game too easy. And I think we'll be fine anyways. Sure, we might not lose it, but like, or we might not like win it all the way. But this is fun. I hardly ever get to actually do like a negative defense build. Also, if we get the Champions card, that'd be pretty cool as well. And we'll upgrade Zephyrs. Ooh, we could upgrade Charging Pylon. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, his initial cost is like ridiculously high. It's really hard to make it work. Same thing with Warlock. I'd love to do like a caster Warlock, but you need full symbiote, Lich's gloves, or something that gives you the initial cast right off the back. Else it feels really bad. We should get one Brawler stun off. Hopefully on him. Yeah. That should... Oh, it did save us. Cool. We're gonna go all the way. Ah, yeah, the scholarly scrolls or whatever. Yeah. That would be cool. The manuscript, there it is. That if we got the manuscript, that'd be super cool. It's hard to believe how much passive damage the Brawler just deals. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. I don't know if we win this one, because the bleed's gonna get pretty rough. Ah, well that's right, the Berserker doesn't get hit by it. Yo, upgraded Champions card, let's go. Exactly what I wanted. Let's get this though. Let's put the Songbird. We're just so tanky, it's actually ridiculous. Yeah, strength is too good. As always, strength, it's too hard not to take strength. Who even does the most damage initially? Is it Brawler? It is. Yeah, then of course Berserker takes off. Oh my god. I mean, the 8 attack is just so nice. It's so much damage. In a world where damage doesn't grow on trees. almost like a free item. Saints Vow, though. We're 1 gold. Sure. What? Can you bring him back, please? That Berserker's fine. He gets the attack speed from charging pylon. Oh my god, the lifesteal is so good. Oh my goodness. Now I take Gladiator. Do it, game. Do it. Do it. I'll still just take this guy. Yeah, we got the charging pylon. Ooh, we should have really just put this on the paladin. Yeah, we get attack speed via charging pylon. We'll be fine there. Ah, shield gain, yeah. Also, this works really well with, I mean, it will be, but we should kill things fast enough. And honestly, the only worry I ever have is the final boss. And probably a morale loss as well. Honestly, we can even do this now. Get him even more tanky. Songbird's like useless, but so's Necrophage, I guess. Alright, perfect. I haven't asked for Interstellar today, but Interstellar would be fun just for the ridiculousness that is this run. I'd love to see this all the way maxed. Oh, what a roll! Aw. That was some amazing rolls, though. I can't believe we hit this, and another crag. We're also so tanky with this, it's actually worth the HP. Goodbye. Goodbye, Paladin. Dude, oh my god. That's so much damage. I wonder where... I think we have a higher... honestly have a higher success with this fight. You're probably not wrong. But this is fun. And that's all I'm here for. Another Saint's Vow. Yo, actually, I wonder if this is any good. We do have the extra shield gain. How do I... How do I... Oh! Oh, is this button? I thought I saw this in the patch notes, but missed it. Alright. This is garbage. Oh, okay. I thought it was the, I'll enter. No, not like this. My map. Where'd my map go? Hey, come back. Map. Come back. I'll have to restart real quickly. I think that's the only thing that I still randomly have a bug with. Yo, we did get another boss, by the way. That's 4 bosses. I've had that bug twice. That option bug twice. Once while also we're not gonna get Interstellar. Once it pulled the map and the map just was non-existent, and then this time as well. Alright, we should be able to upgrade one more thing. Realm Tooth one last time before we, Oh, hello. I probably should just went to the middle. Yeah, look at that mana cost. Alright. Should be fine here. Stop burning my paladin. I get it's like on the nose, but this is gonna be rough. A file and attack speed, perfect. All right, let's set up here. Wait. Yeah. Does he all enemies? Yeah. It's the only time the charging pylon kind of feels bad. Okay, the only reason we won is because we had pretty good timing with the berserkers active. Look at that damage increase, though. Okay, I think we'll be fine for this final boss, honestly. We're just gonna demolish her defense. And that's gonna hopefully win us. And then, of course, life-giving. Or not life-giving, but Realm Tooth. Oh my god, her defense is just extinguishing. The gate noise though. Yo, I'm so happy this worked. The Crag Cleaver build is one I've been eyeing for like since I started playing this, but never quite made it work. And I think that's not even like, I think it's probably the best time to say goodbye as well. So, hey, thanks for hanging out. It was a ton of fun. We'll be back tomorrow with some Monster Train. We'll be hitting up with the new DLC and probably streaming that all night long. As always, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, hopefully. And have a good night. As always, thanks for watching.